Honey.
Now, of course, I'm the musician.
No. I'm the musician.
You get that mess out of here, girl. She's always talking about how she's a musician.
I am the musician and I am the honey.
Now,
Why
you
are
the
you trying
honey.
to make me give up my position?
Why? Because I've yet to see you play an instrument or hit... Loves honey. Now, of course, I'm the musician.
No. I'm the musician.
You get that mess out of here, girl. She's always talking about how she's a musician.
I am the musician and I am the honey.
Now,
why
you
are
the
you trying
honey.
to make me give up my position?
Why? Because I've yet to see you play an instrument or hit a note that was not assisted by some man doing something fun for you. I'm just saying.
Keep on trying.
Well, you know what? Try. Hey, you know what? Someone's got to, man. Someone's got to. Someone's got to melt down this ice, this beautiful icicle right here. I'm just saying, man. Put the zzz. Anyway, all right. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. Are you talking about the razor?
Well, you know what? I mean, I could clip it down too if you like, but that's a whole nother story. We could do that as well, honey. But you know, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Welcome to the show. This is Musician Love Honey. Of course, I'm Kevon Tyrre. This is the lovely
Maria.
Thank you for another lovely time. Ladies, gentlemen, and hermaphrodites alike, thank you for spending your time with us. No matter if you're here in Vegas or all around the world, we appreciate spending your time with us once again. If you are checking us out brand new, make sure you hit a like on us right here. And of course, hit a subscribe. And if you hear something that you like, or don't like, because it's the internet, of course, you're going to have something negative to say, go ahead and hit us in the comments down below. And, of course, share and share alike, of course, here and on social media shows.com.
Yes.
So,
what's going on with you, man?
Well, you know, we're just trying to do what we do as musicians do. We're trying to have a good time, trying to have some fun. Of course, just a quick lead in. Of course, I was lucky enough. And I actually got up early enough. Oh my God. Oh, but
yes,
I made it.
I don't know how he made it, but I would be really laughing on the Facebook if he didn't make it.
Well, she would have made it because she works like 20 hours a day and sleeps 4 hours.
3.
So we'll see. I'm mistaken. I'm mistaken, right? See, this is why we have the cold as ice situation for the suitors out there. But I digress. So I sleep a lot because when I do my shows, I'm a high energy guy. I'm big on sleep. That's how I stay healthy and useful.
No, it's because you're getting old.
Well, that is true too. But you know what? I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm gonna be nice. All right. But I will be nice. Yes. All right. But you know what?
You have to be nice with the honey and the musician.
Well, I will be nice with the honey when it comes to my tongue. That's for dang sure. Hello. All right. But anyway.
Yeah. Just keep on trying.
You know what? You're lucky we got guests today. Cause I'll just be like, all up on it. But anyway, I had to get up early to check out my friend Kris Satterfield, who's going to be one of the guests of the show today.
Yes.
He has a great show on Revolution Radio. He's been blessed enough to, it was a great show. I've been to his house before. He is a big music proponent of all local acts in town.
By the way, I watch it.
And what did you think of the show?
I love it.
You liked it? You liked it? You loved it?
Well, I don't know if that's the show, but I see when you were
yes, we're streaming live on Facebook.
Yes, that's why I see that.
That's right. So he also does that, of course, on revolutionradio.com or revolutionradio2.com. Let me say it right. revolutionradio2.com. So everyone who's out there, of course, him, Steven, DJ, Miss Fab out there in Boston. Boo Red Sox, but respect to you, girl. I'm sorry. All right, and it was a fun time, and I was glad to be able to keep my word and get up early enough. So, of course, he's going to be one of our lovely patrons on the show. We're going to talk about his show and his future plans and the things he's been doing and why he is such a music aficionado since
I'm
he's
glad
coming
I'm a
to Vegas.
musician.
You know what? You keep saying that, but you know what? After, because I know I still have to make good on our bet we did earlier. After that, the new bet's going to be, who is the better musician? Because I want to hear you. We're going to do a karaoke version of this. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, we're talking about the contest every fourth segment. And you know what we're going to do this time, right?
I think what are we doing this time?
Oh, come on.
What are we doing?
You lost.
I know, and I'm going to make do. I am going to make good on that because I did lose. We talked who is the better dancer, and they adjusted it for chair dancing. And she still won. And I don't see how, because she is the most Anglo-Saxon moving lady I've ever seen in my life. And yet she still won. I demand a recount. All right. I'm like 2000 Al Gore. I want a recount.
We
Get the
already
Supreme
did
Court.
a recount many times. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I know.
We did.
I'm not happy.
He couldn't believe it.
I'm not happy.
See, this is what happened, viewers. When they voted for me, he couldn't believe it. So
that's right. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, no. What happened was they voted for him first, and then all of a sudden they all turned around and voted for me.
You know what it was? See, it was the Filipino family, which I understand.
No,
because that was a part of it. And then the fellow people of this lovely establishment was scared because she runs the channel. So it was like, well, we're rooting for the boss. It's like, no, you want the boss in a bikini. That's what you want. You want the boss in a bikini. That way she can say, yes, I'm the boss, but I'm a sexy boss. Hello.
I already know that.
But see, you can do that in the Hawaiian Tropic outfit.
I don't have to be in the bikini to be sexy and beautiful and
Why
fabulous.
Why not prove it with the bikini since you're talking all that
I don't need
mess?
to prove anything.
Oh, we need to prove stuff every day, honey. That's called life. That's called life.
I don't need to prove anything to anybody.
Oh, if someone who doesn't know you, then yes, you have to prove it because they don't know you.
No, they just have to look at me. From head to toe, and
they'll say, you know what they'll say when they don't know you? So they'll look you from head to toe and say, how does she look in the bikini? Bam! Hello. All right. See,
well, talking about the bikini, so are you gonna be in the bikini this time?
Well, because of this show, we didn't get to, but we're gonna work that out. Because before we do the next thing, I will be in the bikini because I will make good on the promise. I will be sad about it. I will have the sad face emoji
because the contest is coming up soon again.
Yeah,
you know what the next contest is?
So
we're gonna tell that on the fourth segment.
Okay, so I will make do on the thing. I will be sad face emoji when I do it though. All right, make sure you get me a nice top. That way you don't show off my areolas though. I'm just saying. Don't be showing off my areolas. I don't want getting fined by anybody here on the internet.
Oh god.
All right.
Well, our topic for this week is about men and women, male and female.
Right. Femininity versus masculinity.
Equal rights. So what make them equal, right?
Well, I mean, they're both human. They're both humans. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
But I'm gonna be rooting for female.
Well, you know what? You and a good friend of mine, Pureza, we had a good conversation because I have a weekly dinner with my friend Pureza, and she is.
So how about my weekly dinner?
You want to go?
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you can go.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying, because she does have a thing for all the ladies that like I'm cool with. Because she's like, listen, you could have dinner. They could come as long as they don't mind getting nibbled on, quote unquote.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? That means for a lovely spamtastic lady like yourself, we'll have to open the can.
Of worms, right?
Well, that's not a can.
Of worms.
That depends. This how depends on how long the can has been on the shelf. This all depends on that girl. All right.
Well, we're gonna come back with our guest for today's show. It's gonna be Patti.
Patti.
Yeah,
welcome.
Patti Stewart is. She owns a business which calls Defense and Heels.
Oh, well, that's right. We have the lovely stuff with the heels and looking all cute. She was telling us how she's basically allergic to the world. So that is very cool. We'll look forward to that. And, of course, I'll have, with your lovely shoes here. Was this yours? Is that your shoes? Oh, that's you just showing off your sexiness? Another version of you showing off how adorable you like to rock things?
I'm adorable. I already know that.
Well, let's look. Okay. Well, you know what? While you're rocking the lovely shoes and unfortunately having no man to be the garnish, sad face emoji.
You know, not every woman needs a man.
That is true. Not every woman needs a man, but every woman needs a man to help relieve tension from time to time.
Oh, we can relieve our tension in other ways.
You know what? That is true. But you know what? I don't care what ever-ready battery you have. All right, because that ever ready does not replace the skin flute. It doesn't do it. All right, sometimes you need a skin flute. Now, other times I understand because it's hard to find the person that you need for your tempo and your stuff. And you know that means a AA, AAA with the little bunny rabbit thing is a good thing. And
also we have another guest, which is Mr.
Kris Satterfield. And of course, we're going to talk about our friend Patti here and her stuff and her business. And we're going to have my friend here, Kris, here, talking about all the musicians and how he came to do what he does and his future plans and endeavors. So sit tight, guys. It's going to be a fun time. This is Musician Loves Honey right here on socialmediashows.com. I am the musician, despite what she says.
I am the musician and the honey.
So you're just the honey.
No, I'm the musician and the honey.
All right, well, let's see if that honey is going to drip in my mouth one of these days. How about that? It's going to be tasty tonight.
We have to keep it Disney.
I'm never Disney, honey. The best you can get from me is PG-13. All right, that's as far as you get. I get
We will
best.
be right back on the second segment with our guests on our studio.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Stay tuned. We got a lot more to come. We're going to pay these bills and we'll be right back.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only World Ventures provides.
Hi everyone, this is Maria Pureza Ruiz Leventhal. Welcome to Social Media Shows Network. We initiated Social Media Shows Network since May 2017. And in August 2017, Empowerment with Maria and Joe Live TV has born. And recently, we added 6 different shows in our network. We now have 9 different shows and 5 more on the making. What is social media shows? This is a group of key people that have the passion, initiative, commitment, and willingness to help others. We build brand for businesses. We open opportunities to others, other individuals that are willing to help one another. Social media shows is growing rapidly, and we would like to welcome you to our family.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he
Welcome back to the show, y'all. This is Musician Loves Honey. This is, of course, the lovely Maria.
And this is Kevon, and he is not the musician, I am.
Oh, honey, you know what? The only way
I'm not honey. You know what?
You are the honey.
I am too mean to be a honey.
Excuse me? Really? Okay, well, look, I'll tell you this. Let me see what high note you can hit once you have a good date night, and then we'll see how musicians you are.
I actually hit my high note in a secret place. So.
Really? You hit it in a secret place? That just means your toys are really working well, honey. I ain't mad at you. All right, well,
anyways, we have, as you can see, we have
our two
beautiful guests.
That's right. Yes, Kris, you are actually beautiful, my friend. Believe it or not.
Thank you for saying that. That's the nicest thing anybody said about me in 30 years.
Oh yeah.
You know what? You two may have something in common about the jadedness.
Probably, right?
Oh yeah, I got a 12-hour rule.
Oh, see.
Oh, yeah. What is your? Well, you know what? Before we get to that, let's actually.
Yeah, because we'll go there. We'll go there real quick and easy. All right. So first off, we're going to introduce. Of course, we're going to go with ladies first. Your name is
Patti Stewart.
Yes. Now, Patti Stewart, You are a lovely lady. Of course, you have your business, and it's called
Defense and Heels.
Defense and Heels. Now, please tell us about Defense and Heels, please.
So it is a women's and children's self-defense class. Essentially,
nice.
We have these really cute heels, and we're all wearing 6-inch heels here in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
However, most women don't know how to actually walk in them, let alone how to beat up the bad guy. Because, you know, you're sweet and innocent and so cute. However, if you piss me off, I'm only sweet and innocent for looks.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
All right. You just sound like
what I'm talking about.
She sounds like a good fun twister board game for, like, you know, that's what it sounds like to me. And of course, we have my friend over here who is, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, my friend, please. Your name is
Kris Kaivmann Satterfield.
Right. Now, my friend Caveman Kris is a part of what?
RevolutionRadio2.com. And
all right. And
the new thing, Smack Entertainment.
That's right.
Smack Entertainment.
Now, give them a quick synopsis of what you're on, my friend.
I do a show. Actually, I'm going to 5 days a week next week on RevolutionRadio2.com, 6 to 9 mornings. Smack Entertainment is something we just started last week. Got our first LLC. It's Stephen, Mike, Art, Caveman Entertainment. We are fixing to put the smack down on everybody in this town because we take care of the artist, as he knows. One of my best friends and one of the best, most talented artists I've met in all the states I've been in the last year.
Oh,
wow.
He's so sweet.
Are you sure about that?
I am 100%. I've seen him do other people's music and his own. Nobody beats him.
Yeah, well, his own.
Well, that's true. But you know what? I mean, I would say to you, you should know how talented I am, but you're just too scared.
I'm not scared of any shit.
What? She's not scared of them. Oh, you're not scared of the feces, but you're scared of me, baby.
No, I'm not scared of you.
You're not scared of me?
Of course not.
All right. That's why she beats you.
That's why you are here on the 4th segment, because I'm not scared of you.
Ooh, is that right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, girl. Well, you know what? You know, I'm gonna see how musicianship you are. I'm gonna see how musician you are. But anyway.
Oh, well, you're not gonna even actually get there. Keep on
I'm
trying.
not gonna. Well, you know what? Someone's gotta tank down this ice princess. Get it warm and fuzzy, and get the heart beating a little bit. It's hard. I'm just saying.
See, this is why we came into this femininity and masculinity topic. Because
that's fair.
You think you can beat me on every level, but you don't.
Of course I do.
And that's the reason why we have these two guests right here that will actually see that I can beat.
I'll be the judge if you want.
Ooh, I don't think he won't mind that one then. I don't think he might. Okay, well, let's start with our lovely lady Patti here. Now, obviously, we're talking about femininity versus masculinity, and to go into that, I want to first ask, what made you decide to create the Heels self-defense class for women?
I just had a love of weapons. I'm the gal who always has multiple weapons on me at all times. And that started at a young age. Worked my way up, grabbed a couple of black belts, a couple of certifications, trained a ton of people, and realized I'm actually really good at teaching.
Okay.
And so kind of developed it further and figured out what my exact niche is and what women actually need versus what's actually out there. Because I've taken tons and tons of classes and learned a whole lot of shit that didn't mean anything.
Right.
And so I kind of geared it with some police officers and figured out what women actually need to know and what they don't need to know. And then we focus on the need to know, and you got to make it cute and fun, so we add some heels into it. Okay.
Well, I would like to ask you, what style of martial arts did you study that was the foundation of what you make today?
So my black belt is in Taekwondo, and that was when I was a kid. I no longer practice it.
Right.
However, I do study a little bit of Krav Maga, Jiu-Jitsu, and a lot of police defensive tactics because they tend to merge everything in together in one. And it's real life scenario based versus here, stand here and kick a board. Like, yeah, I can break a board in a break, but what the hell is that going to help me with? You know, when somebody's trying to hurt me. So
that's very cool, and I get that.
I love that idea because you know what, being a woman is, we are perceived as weak.
Yes, very much so.
Exactly, yeah. By having all those, defense, intellectuality, or how you actually, I like to do that.
Well, I grew up with that. My really, see. You know what? You making stereotypes into stereotypes with that move right there, girl. All right. My stepfather is a jiu-jitsu instructor. He still does it to this day. I studied from 6 to 17 jiu-jitsu. And of course, I wouldn't try to do anything about it now because I'm way too old for that. But
we know our limitations. I'm not gonna go fight the guys that are in UFC, but I know,
of course, right, but
in a situation I can handle myself.
If you had to in a situation, right?
Yes.
Basically, what she's saying is she could kick my ass right now, even if I tried.
You know what?
I'm sure. So sweet and innocent.
But you know what? Something tells me she's one of those, one of those harsh but soft and cuddly ones. And I'm just saying that just by looking at you, right? I'm just sure it's right. She's like, I have the corners that'll cut you. But if you gay on the sides here, you can go ahead and nuzzle in and have a good old time. All right? Which I'm not mad about.
Let me just do something.
Uh-oh.
Oh, see? What are you trying to say?
Defense and heels.
Defense and heels?
I think she's getting ready to stab you with that in the eye.
You know what, honey? I say, them heels got me feeling not that defensive. All right? I feel like I'm
That's what you think. Can you explain it?
Just imagine this shin scrapes.
Right.
They're oh so fun anyways with tennis shoes.
Right.
Now add in heels. Or your trachea 6 pounds will completely crush it.
Of course.
You're carrying something that can crush it easily without even trying.
Of course, right here. I get that. Right? Or, of course, right over here.
Toes. Yeah.
Right.
There are so many different things that you can do with a pair of shoes.
Very cool.
And us women tend to have a lot more than we ever need.
Well,
so let's put them to work.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
Here's the thinking that I have when you do that. When you do those techniques and things that you're doing with the women, do you incorporate, because if you have one shoe and you're still holding on to the other, them being imbalanced and them having, because obviously a lot of women, statistically speaking, because they're all tall women out there, there are short women. So they'll have that imbalance and also they'll be shooting up.
Yes.
To deal with all those exposed areas.
Yep. So I teach that. I also have a ballet background, so I'm really good at the fundamentals of balance.
Right.
And so I teach that, but it's also the stats show that the women will be on the ground in less than 4 seconds. So that's why we do a lot of groundwork as well. I'm teaching them how to maneuver on the ground and how to get up off the ground, which with the jiu-jitsu background, is the hardest part.
Yeah.
Getting back up. And then for women, it's the getting back up with possibly one shoe or no shoes and then running away.
Right. Okay.
Wow, that's very interesting. Cool. Yes.
All right.
It's very interesting.
Very interesting.
I'm learning something.
I'll show you some stuff to beat them up after.
Yeah. Okay.
Please.
All I need is just a bed and some cuffs, and some Vaseline. We could have a good time. I'm kidding a little bit. I'm kidding.
That depends. Do they have a secret unlock, or can I put police handcuffs on? And then you can't get out.
Well, I would just have like a safe word.
Safe word. Okay.
Right,
That's pretty normal in this town.
Right. That's somebody.
Go with the furry ones you can break, man.
My safe word is keep going.
It's keep going.
Yeah, I'm in rare form today.
It's probably because you got up so early this morning.
Oh God.
That's all right.
Oh yeah. See, I'm still like loopy. Right.
So, I would like to ask you guys, what can what is your contribution of the topic masculinity versus femininity? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Femininity.
Femininity.
Close.
Right. It's okay,
You're equal rights. So you can see nowadays you have all these women actually overpowering the guys.
They're trying to, definitely.
Well, we can do it.
Yes. Based off form, of course we can.
Yeah, we can.
And we also have a lot of leverage when it comes to different things that we can do that men like, so...
Yes.
That is true.
We tend to have a lot of leverage. But honestly, you'd mentioned it earlier, we're all human. We all have the same rights. It's just a matter of which extreme are you going to take it to today, because somebody is always pushing a button somewhere.
Of course.
So who's going to argue and think they're better than someone else today? Because tomorrow's a whole new issue.
I found it very interesting, and I've talked with this with a lot of women of lately, because a lot of women are very much into health, into fitness, being shaped, tone, strength, etc., etc. And I find it very interesting. Now, granted, I'm the exception of the rule because I'm a 155-pound, tiny, skinny, bald black guy, right? But my thing is, there's so many women out there that actually care about their physicality and their strength. And obviously, when they're taking care of themselves to look nice in that little outfit, now they're 150 pounds, lifting 300 pounds, and being tiny people.
Yes.
And yet, they'll still be seen as the weak person, even though they've been taking classes 3 times a week and can lift like a football player.
And could whoop both of us at the same
Exactly.
time.
Right. So granted, I have no issue with me being able to walk down the street at night. Cool. But I'm like, you're worried about the chick when the chick will probably beat me up, you up, and the NFL guy. You know what I mean? Right. I mean, my point is things have changed where it's not so much the woman is not the quote-unquote deer in headlights where you can just take advantage and steer to the way.
Right. It's no longer Sally Homemaker.
No, that's not the world anymore.
It's Sally who's kicking butt at CrossFit 5 days a week.
Exactly. She could probably hit you in the neck real quick and outrun you because she does marathons 3 times a year. So it's like the notion of the weak woman is basically out the door.
Yes.
You know?
A big part of that to me, though, is the perception it was back in the 70s and 80s and before that. The fact of the matter is, I know moms that are way tougher than any dads I've ever met that raised them families, went to work, took care of whatever the hell was going on. I think it was more of a perception thing as opposed to what it is now.
Yes, because way a long time ago is, you know, women always stays at home, you know, take care of the family. And now with the working family in the U.S., everybody has to go work to make a living.
Yep, the economy has changed so much that women can't stay home anymore
No.
if they're in that situation, or husbands, because I have some friends that they make great money, and so they have their husbands stay home. But in this economy, we can't do that anymore. They say the average person is working 2 jobs.
Yes, I mean
times by you're the second person in the household, so there's 4 jobs. You know, and then you add in teenagers.
Right.
So the average person is working a hell of a lot more now than they used to back then, but it's because our dollar has gone to crap in this country.
That is true.
And we can't physically be like we were in the old days. And so women and men have changed over the times to adapt to this new society that we keep creating and adapting and changing and all that fun stuff.
Exactly, the evolution of
of the society and how people look at it. Now, I want to throw something else into this conversation because I was watching Joe Rogan a few weeks ago. Now, not talking about him per se, but he had an interview with the author of Fight Club. And this guy, very interesting. He reminds me of a musician friend I know. Very intense guy, smart guy. He was grew up as a reporter. That's what his vocation is. Before he became an author and did that. And for all of us who know the movie, because the movie is, you know, it's lore.
I think I'm too young for that.
What happens at Fight Club stays at Fight Club.
See, she's young and she knows that.
You're young for something, but it ain't that, honey. I know what you. I got you, though. Don't worry about it. All right. So, what is the notion? Because in the movie, and it talked about it, but not overtly, about the perpetuation of women's rights, but that meant the downplay of men's rights and men feeling quote unquote as a man. You know, because a woman being seen as an equal doesn't necessarily mean a man has to be pushed to the side. It just means he has to respect that she has as much rights as he does and as much of a place as he does.
Exactly.
However, in that movie, that is played to a huge extent because there's a lot of absentee fathers, a lot of men that weren't part of the child's life. So when they grow up, it's very female-centric. Whether they mean to be or not, that's just what it is. So now it's like, well, where is our male role models? Because we've had such a female-centric point of view, you know, and that becomes the counteraction to the 80s of the women and the 70s of the women, the 90s and things like that. So in the femininity versus masculinity, what is your take on that situation there?
So there's a whole lot to add in there.
Right.
So, I mean, we're equal because we're all humans. But when it comes down to it, men aren't losing any rights by women being able to vote. Or it was literally only 30 years ago, so in my lifetime, that women were able to sign for their own loans for a business. So since I've been born,
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only World Ventures provides.
Hello, fabulous girls and boys. I'd like to invite you guys to watch my show on 7 o'clock till 8 on Mondays. It's called The Fab Life with JC, and my show is about my expressive love for the fashion industry, anything under the fashion planet, designers, models, fashion shows, events, and it's also my love for my sci-fi, fantasy, horror flicks, and pop culture and music. So be there. Chowder.
Welcome back. Thank you for coming back, and thank you to all viewers.
Yes, thank you all you guys for watching and hanging out.
Yeah, it's a computer. No, it's not in here.
Yeah, I see Ming. I'm gonna say this wrong.
Deborah, Dennis James.
Deborah, what's up, Deborah?
Joseph Escola, Maya Almanzar.
Yes.
So we have so much in there. Yeah, we miss them all.
Yep, that's all right. We'll give a shout out to Maria real quick because it was her birthday a couple of days ago.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Maria.
Happy
all right,
birthday.
shout out to her.
Yeah, and I also wanted to say happy birthday to my nephew, Jake Ruiz.
All right.
He voted for me for the dance.
Of course he did.
That's why you lost. What is this about a bikini anyway, I heard? What's
all
this
right, well,
going on?
basically, we had a contest of who's the best chair dancer. I said best dancer, but she adjusted it because she was afraid she was going to lose. And then, of course, the fix was in.
Every fourth segment.
Right.
Probably every
so
3 weeks.
since I lost, because all her family, and obviously she's Filipino, so of course they have like 10 of them all voted.
No, it's
right?
actually my team, our team voted.
Well,
for
no,
me.
well, see, they was like, well, we're gonna get fired. Get out of here with that. All right, come on, get out of here with that. All right, you want to see the boss look sexy in a Hawaiian Tropic 2-piece outfit? That's what I'm on. But anyway, so. I have to wear the bikini. I'll do that. Of course, give me a cute top, just to accentuate my stuff, okay? And I will handle that sad face emoji. And then, you know what?
You're happy about that. Come on.
Well, you know
You're
what? Listen, I mean, I may have to shave, but other than that, I'm not going to shave. I'm going to show my hairs
Can
with
I
glee.
shave it? Can I do a shaving?
You should do it on your Naked Talk Tuesday, man.
That what you think? Naked
That's
Talk?
perfect.
Taco
Okay.
Tuesday?
No, it's Naked Taco Tuesday. See, she wants tacos and tequila Tuesdays.
Oh, I'm down for that.
That's a
See.
good idea.
Hey, I told you you're going to have to bring my Patron this time.
All right, well, I will. You know what? If I bring the Patron, will you bring that sangria? Because I love that sangria.
Do you make
All
it?
right.
Do you make your own? Or you
I used to make it. I actually learned an ingredient from a restaurant that I worked at as a bar back from years back.
I love it when
For
somebody
those
else
who
makes
knows
it.
how to make a good Patron margarita and
Sangria, yes, sangria.
please hit us up.
Yes, hit us up. Put us up in the comments. All right, now we were talking about, and then we're going to segue because we got to make sure we get both our guests some shine here. We were talking about the balance of, or actually the resurgence once women's rights were coming along, and they were kind of progressing in that. How men felt pushed to the back because there was not a lot of men that had fathers in their lives. So there was a lot of women-centric households, single moms, grandmothers, things like that. Obviously, I had part of that in my upbringing. So for dealing with men in our age range that had that thing, and now they feel that women are taking more of a step forward and pushing them to the side, what do you say to that? Obviously, being a woman who, walks in your shine and is happy about it.
Definitely, and I do work in a masculine field, so I understand that pushback. We talked about it a second ago. I don't know what part it was cut off on.
Yeah.
But it's no longer a matter of, whose rights are higher. We're equal. But at the same time, nobody's better than anybody.
Right.
And everybody needs to realize that and work on themselves. It's, just like we were talking about the dating stuff earlier.
Yeah.
If you don't work on yourself, you're screwed anyways.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure that you're stepping up to your own friggin' plate before you start doing
Work on
it.
stuff.
Oh, she's got it. Are you kidding me?
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
Okay, maybe walls, yes. Everything else, she's got that
No,
power and everything.
business and her hustle, absolutely right.
On point.
Right. But the others, yeah.
Why did you say that?
What?
Because no.
When we're talking about the dating stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just the dating stuff.
The dating.
We're not getting.
No, okay.
into
So the
that,
big part of it is
all
how
right.
you kept saying, "I don't need a man," or
No,
"I don't
and
need
no
to
woman
prove
does.
myself." You have no idea how many women go to classes and different events and things to learn how to be themselves and to not need a man.
Exactly, yes.
Whereas you already shine that and own it. That's a huge thing, and that's a big part of the rights.
You're absolutely right.
Exactly, yeah.
You're absolutely right. But see, this is my counter to that. Even though you're not wrong, and I 110% agree with you, right? Because I figured that out.
Devil's advocate, I love this.
Oh, I love it, right? I only feel, this is how I feel about it. I've always felt like, while we are comfortable in our own skin, and we should be that and exude that, no person is an island alone.
Amen.
Right. So to that I say, it be friends, to it be family, to it be companionship in certain forms.
Exactly.
Obviously, for some, that doesn't mean intimacy in that level.
Right.
But for me, I would say at least that is included in some aspect.
Right.
Right. Obviously, it doesn't necessarily mean the straight up intimacy part.
Right.
But it does mean some drops of that, even if it's very, very minuscule.
Yes.
So that's why I say what I say to that. So yes, I agree with both of you in that instance, but I also believe in balance in that situation.
Yes, and I mean, just like we used to say way back when, it takes a village to raise a child.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody's pretending that they're own island, and their family's their own island. Here in Vegas, we don't talk to our neighbors. I've lived all over the country. This is the only place in the country that they do that. That is awesome, because I don't even know mine, and I've lived there for 7 years. Or you knock on the door and they don't answer. You can hear them walk up and look through the peephole, and that... Okay, well, I'm just trying to introduce myself.
Right.
But it does. It takes a community to raise everybody. And just the Vegas strong stuff, it sucks everything that we went through last year.
Yeah.
But that was the one time in Vegas history that we have come together as a community to build each other up. Other than that, it's who's better than who's higher than who makes more than who. That's just this town. We're worse than freaking LA now.
Transient. That's why. Because, I've been here 33 years, and... the Vegas Rising did bring a lot of people together, but most everybody that's ever come here to visit me or been here the first time, they have schools and houses. There is actually a community outside of the strip, but it did bring a lot more people together. I'm hoping we continue with that for this next couple.
That is a good thing that happened out of that travesty, which was very, very sad. But you're right. The one thing that helped was everyone kind of went together, blood drives, hospitals stepped up. And I was happy for the city because we always get the hospitals, medical field in this town gets such a bad rap.
Yes.
They actually stepped up and did really great as far as taking care of people, helping those who needed assistance. And they really stepped their game up. So it was a really beautiful situation. I'm going to segue a little bit here because we giving this woman shine that she's supposed to.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so I'm digging that. All right, you can beat me up whenever you want. All right. All right.
You can beat me up, but it's got to be on film. I won't do it without being filmed.
Well, that might be more embarrassing, man. What is wrong with you? You're such a freak.
I didn't mean pornography. I just meant on Facebook.
You're disappointing me now. You're disappointing me now. All right. Well, anyway.
Anyways, I would like to touch this subject where a lot of men, I learned that when a man beat a woman, they go to jail, right?
Yes.
And or vice versa.
Yes.
But what happened was normally they always go on the side of a woman. That's what they said.
Yeah, it depends.
It depends. That's what they said. And we have a situation here where one of my friends, she got beaten by the boyfriend. The boyfriend actually called the cops, and she went to jail.
Wow, really?
That is weird because here the laws are you both go.
Yeah, because police are supposed to discern the situation and off of that make a decision based off said situation.
I've seen go both ways,
Mm.
depending on how evil the person is, and it doesn't matter. I've seen some females do some heinous stuff to get some people in trouble, and some males do even worse.
Right.
It all depends on what the situation. Man, you could technically walk in there and scratch yourself, call and say, Kevon just did this to me.
Right.
Until you prove otherwise, you're going to jail.
That's true.
As long as you ain't got no marks on you. And I mean, to me, the thing is, you gotta trust the validity of it. No man or woman should be hitting either one of them.
Yes,
honestly,
either way, yes.
ever,
It should be respect.
ever. But I mean, sometimes I've seen it go both ways, where people get screwed. I mean, their whole lives are done.
Yeah.
Can't own a gun anymore because they had a misdemeanor domestic violence charge on a crazy person that they probably knew they shouldn't have been with, even if they were warned by me, Uncle Jimmy.
Thank you.
I see you're venting. Okay.
Yeah, well, you know
I
what?
always do.
But I agree with that. Just like what I always said, you know what? If you're not ready, if you have some doubts to this man, don't go with him. Come on, please. Just women. We have all the signs that we could get before going out with this person, or vice versa, even
Of course.
men, right?
No, it does.
Yeah, so
because the signs will present themselves.
exactly, yes.
We're just really good at ignoring the signs.
We are, because
Exactly,
we're looking
yes.
at the potential and the things we like, and we want to go there, and then 6 months down the road,
That
then you
new
get burned. And
person.
That's
you're
why
like,
I have a 3-strike rule.
So do I.
Yeah, you get 3 red strikes. It could be 3 bad dates. It could be 3 weird phone calls. 3 weird...
dates? Really? You go that far? Whoa.
Well, you know.
I'll give it to you. You're forgiving.
No, I mean, honestly, but if you
For
get
the
3 red
12-hour
flags,
rule,
that's a
you're right.
big thing. Just to find 3 red flags. And I mean, that's if they can even maintain a conversation long enough to take you out on a date. Because people can't communicate these days either.
I mean, it's hard.
Yes.
It's really hard. I mean, not everyone has the same
Especially
vibe.
here in Vegas, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Well, it just depends. Like, I'm, as you can tell, Yabbermouth.
Oh, never. Would have never guessed.
What? Man, I snowed you. No. No, just and it's hard to meet people that are similar, that can get your vibe, and you might someone that's attractive or cool in small talk. But then when you get deeper into things,
And they shut down completely.
Yep, or it just, you have polar opposite points of view.
Yes.
And you're like, well, so much for this, you know, and that happens. So it's,
Yes.
you know, but it's trial and error for someone else who was also out there and, you know, single. It's just trial and error, man. You know, some investments work out and some investments don't. You just do the best you can. Hopefully you don't get a heel to the neck.
Well, it depends on if they've taken my classes or not, and you pissed them off.
All right. Okay. All right.
Well, yeah.
Again, 3 strikes. You know?
3 strikes. 1, 2.
And figure out your damn self. That's one of my biggest things.
yes.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
If you have had bad relationships over and over again,
Look at
and
the
you
pattern.
keep running right back into one a month or 2 later,
The pattern is you.
you're a
Yes.
moron.
You're the common denominator.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
got to figure.
Yes.
Yes, the common
It
denominator
took me a
is
long
you.
time to figure out how to be alone, and I still suck at it. But and that's why I will not be messing with nobody else.
I'm
Right.
glad that I mastered that, to be alone.
Well, look,
It's hard.
I think it's a good thing, because to your credit, and we mess with each other a lot. To your credit, because you walk in who you are and what you are. You know, like I do, because I'm the same way. I walk in what I am. I have to wait till after 40 to figure it out what I got there, right? You know, my thing is just because I'm comfortable with who I am and I'm comfortable being alone, it doesn't mean that I want to be alone all the time. And my cats are beautiful, and I love that they cuddle with me, but sometimes that's not the only kitty I need, all right? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's Kevon.
That's
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's Kevon.
That's me,
Yes.
baby.
Yeah.
All right, now.
Yeah, he is a bird in the street.
I am not a bird in the street, but I do like to go from time to time, all right? I'm just saying, I'll nibble on a piece of bread, baby. I like to do the pigeon. Hello. I like to do the pigeon. But before we go any further, of course, I want to segue to my man here, Kris Satterfield. All right, now, my friend, I met him 3 years ago, I want to say. I was performing at the Cabo Lounge Fiesta Rancho, and he was just as you see him right now, just a gnarly-looking white guy, just hanging out, having beers, and he loved us, and he took pictures of my business card, and he chilled with us, and then he got with another friend of mine, Gio Garcia, and his band. He has a metal band called Driven, and he checked them out downtown, and got their merch, and then it was a buzz. So we started going to all the shows, started hanging out, and the next thing I know, he's part of this Revolution Radio too.
It's amazing.
Right, so please tell the people how you ended up becoming who you are today.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I was a token white boy on the rap show thanks to Will Mon, and I got a hit.
That's right.
That was the first one I got thrown up on.
WBKE Media,
Yep.
WBKE Radio, so very cool people.
Yep. I can't remember the owners' names, but thank you guys for putting me on there. And then I got invited on Vegas Live with Ninon as a guest from the producer Nick Blaze.
That's right.
After he'd come on my show 2 weeks, and after I went on that, well, Will made me a regular after the first show, and then when I went on Ninon, they made me a regular, and then Stephen Duran found me from Revolution Radio 2. He asked me to do that 6-hour show. And at the time, I'm like, hell no. I've only been doing hour shows, man, 6 hours. But the groups I got to show up, Honor Amongst Thieves, the story of some of my friends to this day still. 6 hours. I was telling him, what do we got, 2 hours left? Nope, 15 minutes. And we just did that for the first Saturday of the maybe 2-3 months. Then he offered me my own show. Revolution Radio, Stephen Duran and Art Duran have put a lot of money into me. Thousands into equipment, the trips I've been going on. I mean, it has just been such a freaking ride. And you're a big reason to that. You know that. You've been probably the guest I've had on most out of all the shows I've done.
Well, the lovely of this guy, of course, I'm an Inside Baseball. Just a hot second, because I want to put it back on him. He helped me with WBKE and being on that show. I've done at least 2 shows promoting my songs. I was with Will Mon a couple of times. I wanted to promote my music. I've been on a few times from Vegas Live with Ninon, thanks to him because of his stuff there. I have a relationship with Nick Blaze and his fiancee Janelle. Right, all that was due to this guy just making his moves and doing what he does. Yeah, shout out to Nick Blaze and Janelle. What's going on, y'all? It's good to see y'all. All right, of course, WBKE Media, respect. Appreciate y'all. And of course, Vegas Live with Ninon. I know she's out there being lovely. I still got the waistcoats because she's British. That's how they talk. All right. So, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead and plug in your show and everything.
RevolutionRadio2.com. It's a full radio station now. We have our own LLC, our own website, which is RevolutionRadio2.com. You can do that www yourself. Player works great. You can go in the chat room. You can go straight to our Facebook Lives. We also just started Smack Entertainment. Steve Duran, Mike Rowe, Art Duran, and Caveman Entertainment. We're going to be doing everything, repping authors. We got a couple wrestlers already signed, musicians, actors, comedians. Okay. And it's all coming up. I'm going to 5 days a week starting next week. It's 6 to 9 in the morning. I'm still not happy with that, I'm telling you.
Be happy.
Well, see, this is what's interesting about this man is, and this is a credit to you because you talk about your hustle. This man has amazing hustle. This guy will do the show in the morning, 6 to 9. He still has a job. He still works as he fixes pools and revitalizes them. I'm lack for a better way of saying it.
Yeah, that sounds better than repair.
Right, so he revitalizes pools and he'll do the tile and the bleach and all that stuff. He'll do that, and then after that, if he has a radio show to do after that, he will go on that radio show, and if the show afterwards he has to promote, he will go to said show and live stream it, get pictures, promote, and then he'll probably party and get drunk with him. Because I actually kicked it with this guy on 4th of July, and I'm trying to get home, right? Because I Uber everywhere. So I'm like, I got to get home, dog. And he's like, I'm partying. And I'm like, I got to get out of here, man. You know, thank God I knew people that lived in my area, or else I would have been stuck with this dude watching him get plastered at Gio's house. Yep. You know, so this dude, even though he's a party animal, admittedly, this dude has amazing drive. Nice. So I very much respect what he's on, and I'm just really proud of you, bro. Because, you know, I would never have thought just from this guy and then all of a sudden do the things that you're doing.
You and me neither. I mean, but you talking to me and being friendly with me, and then me going back up there a couple times, meeting your designer.
Yes, my mother, Inja Oni, my mother, she designs my best. So.
I'm going to get something designed for her for the red carpets coming up.
I'm waiting. It's been a year.
Here on the show, by the way.
Yes, she will be on the show.
Go ahead, Patti, and plug in your business.
Definitely at defenseandheels.com. You'll find all the classes on there. We've got our own mini TV show, kind of like this, but not as cool. I just talk about all the different ways to beat up you guys. Sorry.
Hey, that's all right. I told you, if you want to do some demonstrations, as long as it's on camera, I don't care.
So we'll beat him up afterwards. Check it out, defenseandheels.com. We got women's classes. I also have stun guns and pepper spray, if nothing else, too.
Now, what would you say to the women out there for people that are thinking about taking your class? So women that think, because there's a lot of them out there, obviously men too, that think that I can't do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm not. It's not. I'm not healthy enough. I'm not in the proper weight class.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
So,
what would you say to those women that think that they are not able to take this type of class?
Come and let me prove you wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So my daughter teaches with me. She's been teaching with me since she was 9 years old.
How old is she now?
She's 13.
Oh my goodness.
She is this big around.
Right.
And she can throw me across the room and double her size.
Right.
If she can throw me across the room, you can throw a bad guy across the room.
Whoa,
that's what I'm saying.
Better watch out, guys.
How fast is she progressing as opposed to when you did it when you were a kid and all the years you've done it since you're being the teacher?
She's progressing further. Now, being that I'm her mom, she doesn't listen to me as well.
Because
because
she's a girl and she's 13.
Teenager.
And mother-daughter dynamic.
Yeah, exactly.
We already know what that's about.
But she's been doing it consistently, which is the big thing when it comes to learning. But more importantly, me growing up, it was, okay, stand this way, strike this way, hit this way.
I hated that.
Whereas me, it's, okay, we're going to adapt to this situation. Now, this is the current situation we are training in. How are you going to adapt to this situation?
Very cool.
Awesome. Now we're going to take it and adapt to this situation. And we have 77 scenarios that we put people through to make sure that they understand their body fully.
Right.
But most importantly, that they work through the head, because y'all will screw up your head 10 times worse than you'll ever screw up your body.
Right. And that makes sense, because if you have a structured idea and the situation doesn't fit that, but you're trained in thinking this is the way it goes, that can put you in even more danger. Which is exactly what happened to me when I was someone who's just
younger.
a layman. So that's very astute of you, honey.
It seems like you have a background in judo karate. But
Well,
anyways,
all I want to do is give you a good hi-ya. You know.
Keep on trying. Nice try.
I'm just saying, just a little quick, just a little hi-ya.
Yeah, we'll find someone for you to do that.
It's okay, honey. Hey, honey, I'm just trying to chop up the spam and sizzle it, honey. That's all. Just chop
Can
up.
of worms.
Can of worms? Well, you know, they do have that world thing where they cook up worms. You do know that, right?
There's protein in worms.
You that right? Well, I mean, I'm hoping she gets some protein, but you know, we'll figure that out. We'll get there.
But anyways, viewers, if you guys wanna actually follow Patti, she's gonna be on our website, so you can actually go on the recommendation and his Patti Stewart or Defense and Heels. So you can click from there and go straight to her website so that you can sign up for classes and start beating up guys.
Oh, see, why we gotta see? She's so bad. See, this is what you call.
Hey, we're not
jaded.
all bad.
That's very jaded.
Only most of
I'm
us.
not saying that you're bad. I said beating up guys.
I know that. I know you didn't say me, but it's still jaded though. And if we may, of course, because we have our man Kris Satterfield Hill, of course, we'll have something on his show, on his website as well.
Yes,
right. So
we'll be putting yours on ours.
Right. So please go ahead and check out all the great music up there. That's on revolutionradio2.com. Check out, of course, DJ Fab, DJ Crystals, right? Have DJ Crystal on the show, if I'm not mistaken, or DJ Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Right.
We got JT. We got. I'm bad with the names.
Right. Well, I keep paying attention
Captain
to Bubbles.
Steve-O and Mike Rowe. Those are my boys right there.
So we're gonna put you on our website as well, and also on Kevon Tyrre's music. You can go on our website. Don't go straight to his website. Go on our website.
What in the
and then click that Kevon Tyrre.
Oh my goodness!
Remember, you have your website.
Yes, of course I do. Yeah, I'm just like, girl, that's how you feel about me. But no. Yeah, but go ahead. Yeah, of course, check me out right up there, KevonTyrre.com. But you know, it's all about our guests right now.
Yes, exactly.
Checking it right. So thank you for that. I greatly appreciate that. I gotta hook you up with my stepfather just to have you guys talk. I'm sure he would love to hear a different situation.
That sounded really weird. And your mom will kick her ass, dude.
No, because they've been remarried forever. So I mean, I'm sure his new wife may not have an issue, but I think he's gonna be fine.
You know that your mom is watching, right?
My mother, of course, is watching. Hey, mom, she knows I'm nut job. She knows her son is crazy. But no, I would love to, because you guys have similar things. I would love you guys to hook up and talk shop.
Yes,
that'll be very cool. And of course, me and Kris, we're gonna have
and we're
plans.
We're gonna have a meeting after this show, so we're gonna come back on the 4th segment.
Yes.
Please stay tuned, stay with us, because we have so much more fun to go.
This is Musician Loves Honey on social media shows. We're gonna pay these bills real quick, and we'll be back with more, guys. Stay tuned, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Alrighty, so let me just.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience.
I gave my all, more than I should have given to you. Oh, so much, so friends and them saw me and said, ooh, broke every law, broke every taboo, to be the one you needed me. Put it all through up, and now all I can do is move on with guilt in my soul. So clap your hands, love someone, but you had to let them go. Had to let them go. Clap your hands if you love someone.
I got it right here.
Welcome back to Musician Loves Honey, and I am the musician and the honey.
And she is delusional because I am the musician, and she is the honey because you look honey-rific, of course.
Oh, of course, I'm honey-rific.
Of course
but
you are.
I am not delusional.
Are you sure about that?
Of course, I'm sure.
I
I'm
mean,
always whatever coming out from my mouth are real. Okay.
Okay,
it's
well,
not delusional.
but see,
it's not. It's
this is why I don't believe
uncertain.
that. This is why I don't believe it, because this lovely case of spam says there's worms in it, and something tells me that there's some person, some high five Hawaii 5-0 McGarrett type dude is gonna come up here and say, you know what, I need to fry that, put some pineapple and some rice in it, and call it a delicacy because it's good. All right,
How
that's
do
what
you
I'm
know
gonna
it's
say.
good?
What are you talking about? I talked to your ex-man Campbell's himself. He said it. He said it's delicious, honey. He put that soup in a bowl and heated it up, and he was
Who
just
is that?
like, I said Campbell's because it's good. Right, it's called a metaphor, right? It's called a metaphor. All right.
You're delusional.
Well, you know, that is true. That is very true. But you know what?
And nice try all the time.
I gotta, come on now. Now, why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be that way?
I'm not that way.
All I'm trying to do is...
All I know is I am single forever. Remember I told you,
Yes.
Hey, can you please find me a song? I'm married to myself song.
But you know what? Then she texted me this, and my response was, will you sing it? Will you sing the song? Because she says she's a musician. Here's your opportunity, honey. Here's your opportunity to prove to the world you're a musician. Because I know I'm a musician. I'll sing right now. You know what I do. It's out there in the internets. But, you know, come on.
I'm a musician. Come on. You know
All
what?
right.
That's the next contest.
That's okay. That's the next contest?
Okay, yeah. This is the next contest that I received from the email.
Oh, so who's going to be the better musician?
No. Who they think is the real honey.
You know what? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm giving you the Matumbo. No, we're not doing it. You know why? Because you set yourself up to win. I get that. But
it's our viewers who set that up, not me.
I think it's the viewers that's related to you back in the Philippines that like to see their offspring or a relative.
Remember,
win.
you told me this is actually a 50-50 show, right?
I did
It's
say
your
that.
show and my show.
Yes, you did.
Now, obviously, you're telling your viewers that actually I'm the only one who's working because it's only my viewers who's sending all the emails. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation.
The stab in the heart. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
All right, now you know what my response is to that, guys. Where you at? Yo, where you at, dudes? You see this girl right here trying to be cute, trying to talk this ill nah. Where you at? Fellas, Fellas, yo, come on now. You know you want to see this Hawaiian tropic wrapped in a tight tortilla dress. Quit with the mess, homie. I got it, but that's all right. That's cool. I got you.
The thing is,
What?
the one who sent the email will also pick what is the punishment.
Well, you know what? I think you're doing too much right now. That's what I think. I think you're doing too much. All right, she's just trying. This is what you call making sure you win every time. This is what you call.
Remember, I told you before. Remember on our promo.
Yes.
I told you I'm gonna win all the time. You didn't believe me.
I know you're not gonna win all the time, but you can't just skew the rules. You can't be George H.W. Bush or George W. Bush and skew the rules every time just because you think every day's Florida. You can't do that. That's not gonna play. All right. I need them chip counts. I need the recount. Recount. All right, I'm going to the Supreme Court. Recount. It ain't right. All right, but it's cool.
Well, it's cool, right?
Yeah, it's all right. That's all right. That's
this is what we call masculinity versus
femininity.
And I am both.
Oh, really? All right. Well, you definitely feminine, honey. All right, you definitely feminine with that outfit. Hello. Yum, yum. All right.
Anyways.
All right.
Anyways, so.
Yes. So
this segment, he's supposedly actually wearing his bikini.
Well, this is what we're going to do. Obviously, I'm going to wear it because I lost sad face emoji. So I will do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you pick out it. Since you won, you should pick out the bikini. Yeah, so I think that's a fair thing. So you pick out the bikini. Don't get mad if, now if she puts me in some floss bikini and you see something inappropriate, I'm just going to get some shorts on.
Can I call my fashion designer?
Oh, you want JC up here?
Oh, yes. JC.
Uh-oh. Well, he's going to be happy to see that. He's going to be like, yes.
JC?
Yes. He's
we
going to
need
be
you
like,
here.
Right.
But while waiting for JC, we're going to be actually singing the apologies again. Right?
Okay, sure. We'll do that.
Oh, here you go. Here's JC.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is our fashion creative executive of social media shows.
Yes.
So we would like to ask you, we're going to pick his bikini because he lost on the contest.
Oh my gosh, I'm thinking leopard print.
I knew he was going to say something crazy.
Bam.
I knew it. He's going to be like, now granted.
Drop the mic.
Oh my God. Now, you know what it is? He's trying to make up because we didn't do this before the Gay Pride weekend. This is what it is. Right. If it was, he's like, you should have done this before Gay Pride. So this is how you got to roll. I see how it is. Dirty Mackin. Dirty Mackin. I got you. It's all right. That's my dude though, man. JC's my dude. All right. We're going to have a show at the Fruit Loop one of these weekends. All right, we're gonna do that, hanging out with all the
bikini, that leopard bikini.
The leopard bikini.
The leopard bikini.
Okay,
yes.
You got it. All right.
So all you guys, women out there, please stay tuned next week because we're gonna be showing that. But you know what? We have more things to talk about. We're gonna be actually playing again his single "Apologies."
Right.
My favorite song. That's what I told you.
Oh, really? You like that too?
Yeah. In 2 weeks, it's gonna be the other one. I have different favorites every single week. So.
All right, I got you.
This is my favorite this week. So.
All right. Well, see, you got a favorite, so I'm not mad at that. That's all right. I like that. All right. So this is a little piece of it. All right.
Come on, clap your hands.
There you go. See, you got rhythm. Look at you. Yeah. There you go. Oh, see, you gotta do it in time, honey. Hold up, we go like this. There you go. There you go. See, look at you. See, got lost because you think about that 1 and 3. Look at you. Awesome.
Come on.
What?
You have to sing it.
I'm singing it in the phone.
But I want you to sing it live.
Oh my goodness. See, you see how this is? What in the world? I put the work in the studio for the song. Oh my God. All right.
Just one line. Just one line.
All right. Real Lord broke every taboo to be the one you needed me to. But it both blew up, and now all I can do is move on. with fear in my soul. So clap your hands if you love someone, but you had to let them go. Clap your hands if you love someone, but you're never gonna know. Clap your hands if you love someone, but you had to let them go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Enough of that.
Yeah, well, you have to find that at Spa. Where do they get it?
You can get that on KevonTyrre.com.
Yes, that's right. Why am I sending them someplace? But anyways, yes, KevonTyrre.com. KevonTyrremusic.com, right?
Yes, KevonTyrre.com.
Oh,
Just that simple. Nope, just KevonTyrre.com. Right,
so
just
yes,
that simple.
He has other songs out there that you would love it.
Yep.
To hear it, to have it. So please go ahead and go
in there, shoot it out, get it download, man. It ain't gonna cost you much. You're gonna have a good time. It was produced by Jay Lovett, who's out there in New Orleans. So shout out to Jay.
Hey,
all
Jay.
Right. Appreciate y'all. So
and I want to say hi to Jasmine.
Yes, Miss Jasmine Bree Holmes. She's the one who directed and shot the promo for our. Yeah, she shot. Yeah, she filmed. That's shot. She didn't like get a 45 and shoot anybody. She didn't do that.
She filmed our trailer at Indigo.
Yes, Indigo Lounge or Indigo by Dre's here inside Bali. So thank you for that.
And also, we would like to actually acknowledge this man. Where is your gigs coming up?
Oh, well, I will be subbing for, I'll be doing an act called With Forefront. They'll be this Friday and Saturday over at the Paris at the Cabaret Lounge. We'll be there at the Paris. We'll be there from 6:30 to 8:30. It's an early show, so you'll be, you might be able to get there because you'll be so drowsy. That's right. I said it. Right? So, and so if you're able to come through, of course, it's a free show. So come out, hang out. Early evening gig. 4-part harmonies, very classic sounds of yesterday and today. So come through, you will not be disappointed.
Yes, right. You're not gonna be disappointed. I never been invited yet. I'm only invited once. That was last year.
Oh, so, that's not true. You've been invited many times. You've just elected to say I'm too cute and I don't want to get hit on and I don't want to deal. I just want to drink my Patron at home. Right. And you know what? Why would you do that? Why would you do that to people?
Because what?
What do you mean? Don't you know they want a liquored up cute girl for them to say no to, or at least a maybe? Let's see what you got to say.
Yeah. I just don't like to go sit down out there and then I just sat down in there and then there's a guy coming here. Can I buy you a drink? What the heck? Hold on. Let me watch my friend first.
Well, I mean, it's called nature, honey. That's what guys are supposed to do.
Let me watch my friend first.
It's called nature.
Stay away. Stay away.
Right. Nature means a guy's supposed to look at a pretty girl and say, let me see what that's about. That's what nature is.
Yeah, nobody actually come to me.
Oh, see, no, you know that hot mess. But anyway, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
Well, I was just gonna say for all you, obviously, I've played my music here. For those who want to have their music featured on the show and on the channel itself, go ahead and hit us up. You can hit me up in my private DMs. You can hit up in the DMs here in social media shows. Ooh, see, so violent, man. Right? And let us know what you're on because we want to promote all musicians of all types. So we want musicians on the show, local, regional, national.
Wherever
you're promoting your show, you're promoting your brand.
You forgot international.
Well, of course, international. You're absolutely right. So come on through, hit us up. We love to have you part of the show. We want to feature you, want to interview you, want to have your music. You even have a chance to perform your music right here on the show.
Yes.
So come on in. And if you just want to have your music played, like I just did right now, again, hit us up in the DMs here at social media shows. You can hit me directly on the DMs as well, and we will have your stuff featured. We can talk some business.
Yes.
That way we can get you out there.
And also, it's coming up. We have no certain date to start it yet, but you musician here in Vegas, if you have a honey, you're either female or male.
That's right.
Come out to the show because we're gonna be finding all those musicians that has honey.
Well, you know what? There's more than a few musicians that probably have. Now we're talking about honeys. Let me clarify this here. We're talking about musicians that have like a steady girlfriend and wife.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm sure we'll find more than a few musicians that got a couple of barrels of honey that don't mind coming by. Talking about, oh, that's my musician. He be licking on me twice a week. Like, whoa, hold on, dear. We appreciate your patronage, but slow your roll, right? No, I just want to make sure we clarify that. for all the interesting people out there. All right. And you know what? I know more than a few musicians that fit that role. So obviously I'll reach out to them. But if you are that musician, male or female, and you have a steady man or woman, or even if you know LGBTQ and you're a female or a male musician who has, if you're a girl who has a girl honey, or a guy who has a guy honey, you're not excluded.
Yes.
Come on through, chop it up with us. We want to show your musician with your honey who's holding you down and keeping everything sweet and tasty, baby.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course. And also, please, the line is still open for our contest every 3 weeks. Actually, we're making it every 3 weeks now because we need to find out who win the contest on the next week.
Yeah,
and then
we'll figure it out.
The punishment and the other week. So once
so
a month.
We're working out the kinks is what we're saying because we are a new show. So we're working out the kinks. But after I get my walk of shame or a loveliness, depending on who you are, all right, then we will present our new contest, and of course, you guys will be able to vote for that, and the winner or loser
will be punished in front of the camera.
And of course, I know who's losing. I know who's losing this next one. Because you're not shading it to your side, honey. This is gonna be 50 even Steven. So I ain't trying to hear that. No chair dancing, none of that. All right, even though you're the whitest chair dancer I've ever seen in my life.
Whitest chair? Why?
Because we did the chair dancing in the thing, and you were like, she has more rhythm than you do. All right, I'm sure Patti probably has more rhythm than you do. No disrespect, Patti. I'm not saying that you don't.
I think I won. That means I can dance.
You won because the people like you, not because you can dance.
Oh, well, then I'm going to win all the time.
Oh, man. You know what? If that's the case, then yeah, I need all the help I can get. All right? Because that just means the fix is in, y'all. The fix is in. All right? That's what it means. If I have to deal with everybody from the Philippines and up in the area in Shanghai voting for you every time we have a contest, all right, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to call all my people from Atlanta, from New York, from New Jersey, but like, yo, hit up your boy, man. Don't have me up here looking embarrassed, looking like something out of, something out of Punk'd with Ashton Kutcher, man. Don't do me like that. Don't do your boy like that. Get me catfished on live TV. That's all. It's all bad.
You know what? I really honestly believe that when you plan ahead of time, this is planned for you to be punished every week.
Oh, is it planned?
Yes.
Okay. Well, don't get mad when the time comes when I plan my return in kind.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I don't know when that's gonna happen. Probably next year. Sure.
No, you know what? The holidays is coming, honey. They gotta be some mistletoe under them sheets. You know what I'm saying?
Bring it on.
Okay, well, that's the plan. Zing, baby, zing. No.
All right. Well, this is a pretty good show this week, and next week
our topic is, I don't think, we did talk about it.
Yes. Is that, hold on. I think before you say the wrong thing.
You might say the wrong thing. Don't look at me. So come on. All right. Come on.
Well,
what is it?
It's about fear, right?
Fear?
Yeah.
Oh, you switched it last minute. All right. But the week after that, we're going to do the thing we talked about. We're going to do that. Yes, we are. We're going to do the thing we talked about. I'm not going to say it now. What was it?
It is life process?
Yes, life process. That's what we're going to talk about. That will be so...
Okay, well, why don't we do this? Can you guys let us know what is the best... No, but we don't have time for that.
No, we're not doing that. Next week, we're doing fear.
Fear next week is actually Halloween, so that's why...
That's why we're doing that.
Yeah, so that's a fear.
That makes sense, because Halloween's going to be the following weekend. But after that, we're going to talk about our process. Yes, and I don't know why she's avoiding it, but that's okay. We'll talk about that, and then we'll get back to you guys with that. But before we go, we want to give a shout out to, of course, the guest that was here tonight. Thank you, Miss Patti Stewart. All right.
Thank you.
You're at this pretty lovely lady, defenseandheels.com. Please check that out. Ladies, you can do it. Do not think that you're not strong enough, you don't have the will, that you don't have to be seen as an also-ran in the world. You can take care of yourselves, and people like Miss Patti Stewart is going to help you out. And, of course, we got to give love to my friend, Mr. Kris Satterfield, Caveman Kris. Please go ahead and check him out at revolutionradio2.com. That's revolutionradio2.com. His show is every day from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That means if you are on New York, that is at 9 a.m. And if you're in Hawaii, that is 3 a.m. All right, so keep that in mind. And with that said, we do this show every Tuesday. excused. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm
all
good.
right. All right. We do this every afternoon starting at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're in New York, that's going to be 6 p.m. And if you're in Hawaii, that's going to be noon. So anywhere in the world you are, if you want to catch us live streaming, please adapt your time zone to our Pacific Standard Time. That way you can catch us right when we're on. But if you miss us, fear not, because we are on Instagram, we are on YouTube, we are on Twitter. Of course, we're here on Facebook. You can go ahead and give us a like and a comment and a share. And of course, we are on socialmediashows.com. So there is no reason why you can't check us out on one of the many famous and beautiful shows that you have on this lovely streaming site right here.
And also, please go and share our beautiful trailer. Thank you, Jasmine and
Jasmine Bree Holmes.
I know the music.
Yes. Oh, well, that and of
Jay
course,
Lovett.
Yes, Jay Lovett. Please check him out, the Jay Lovett LP, which is on Bandcamp.com. I think his album is the best album I've heard. It reminds me of The College Dropout, Kanye West's first album. I think it's that good. So go to Bandcamp.com, check out Jay Lovett, and look for the Jay Lovett LP. You'll have segments of his songs and many other good work from this dude. This dude is amazing. You will definitely be enthralled and impressed with his work.
And also, coming up is Saved by Grace with JC and Charles Lane.
All right. So go all those people that are looking for praise and love from the higher power and feel that they don't deserve it, but they got it anyway. That's what praise is, ladies and gentlemen and hermaphrodites. So go ahead and check that out. So we look forward to seeing you guys here with us. Of course, love to all the people that's been paying the bills around here. If you want to enjoy this and you think we're doing a lovely job and want to go ahead and invest, you should go and hit us up on socialmediashows.com and talk to this lovely person here, or of course to any of us here, and we will love to do business with you, to promote your business, to help you get going, and of course to keep these lights on so we can keep running our jibs, as you see we like to do.
Thank you so much, and you guys have a very nice weekend. What is today?
Today's Tuesday. Right. It's not even Wednesday yet. My goodness, this is during her work week, so she's like him, like just woo, a little loopy. But I am Kevon Tyrre.
And this is Maria.
And this is Musician Loves Honey. We appreciate your time with us, y'all. We hope to see you again next week. Remember, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are here on Social Media Shows. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank God and God bless y'all. Talk to you soon. Thank you, man. You enjoying the show, baby?
Yes, I do. I guess you like this honey, huh?
That's some good honey, baby. That's not the honey I want. I want this honey. Oh, yeah, baby. See, bet you can't compete with this, huh? That smells so sweet, baby. Oh, can you feel that? Oh, that's so good, girl. Oh, my goodness.